Hey guys, you're in for a treat today. How do you feel about a little pastel versus goth? So, here's what we're gonna do. You see this pretty and pink pastel-y eyeshadow? It's going bye-bye! Yes, we are taking it off. All off. That's right. Take it off, and then we're gonna throw on a lot of black. Yeah, and some pretty colors too. I think these are coming off. Well, where one goes, the other must follow. Goodbye. Get all this crap off my face. Got it all yet? No. God dang lipstick! Okay, I'm good. Look at that big old zit. It's like humongous. You didn't see it before, did you? Ha 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 ha. Tarte shape tape, bitch. Oh yeah. Live and swear by it. Think I'm almost fresh faced for you guys. Almost there. It's a magical towel. Took all that shit off. Up next, get ready for the goth. Alright, let's start this shit out. This stuff you see on my eyes, these little stickers, these are decals, like eyeliner decals you can get at eBay for $1. And I'm going in with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer. Great stuff if you have creases. Helps smooth them out. You want to definitely get the primer around the stickers fairly well. This will help the shadow to apply better. You do not want to apply these stickers before or after you prime. You want to do it before. Because if you don't, they will not stay. They will pop right off. And you don't want that. Going in with the Kylie Holiday palette. And I do believe we're going to use the color Gingerbread, if I'm not incorrect. And we're going to put that just above the crease. Let me clean my brush right quick. And we're going to start off with this shade. This you want to just kind of pat on, not truly blend as much, because blending will actually make your stickers come off. So try to pat the color on and then lightly blend. Like, I mean lighter than you've ever blended in your life, because you don't want to apply too much pressure, because it will make the stickers come off. As long as you blend really lightly, you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. I really like this color in the Holiday palette, but unfortunately, the rest of the palette sucks. There's only a few shades in there that are any good. I know a lot of people who were disappointed in the Kylie Holiday palette, which is a shame because it wasn't that cheap. I was very disappointed that I only got maybe 3 or 4 shades that I will truly use, whereas the other ones, they weren't that pigmented. Really sad. So if you love the palette, please don't hate. I just didn't like it, and I'm not alone in feeling that way. If it works for you, it works for you. That's, that's your business. Now we're going to go in with Sugarpill, the Pro palette. And we're going to use the shade Bulletproof. Awesome shade. I'm going to use a blender brush to apply this because I want it to be very smoky. The brushes that I am using are the Spectrum Collection, the Siren set. I used it before in my last tutorial. Didn't feel the need to introduce each brush. If you like the way the brushes work, definitely check out Spectrum Collections. I love them. I know a lot of other people who love them. My girlfriend bought a set and she loves them. They blend like a dream. They apply the product gradually, allowing you to build it up to precisely what you want, giving you a full range spectrum, just like the name. So it's definitely a good brush. They beat out a lot of my other brushes. I have MAC, Sigma, Morphe, quite a few brushes, and none of them really perform the way that these do. They're not just pretty brushes, you guys. They're actually good. Really good. So I'm going to keep on trying to smoke out this eye, kind of feather it in. I want it to be very light, going towards the crease on up. That's why I applied the other shade that I just used, the gingerbread shade, as a transition to more or less also help me as a guideline so I don't go too high with the black. So you want to just keep continuing to smoke it out the best you can until you get the desired effect. I definitely love this Bulletproof shade. There's no fallout. If you noticed, I ain't got no product on my cheeks at all. I experienced literally no fallout and no kickback. I mean, it's a really good eyeshadow. If you're looking for a good matte black, it's one of the best. Sugarpill knows what they're doing. If you're not familiar with Sugarpill, definitely check them out. They got some beautiful pigments. You'd be missing out if you didn't. Any true eyeshadow lover will tell you the same. Especially a collector like myself who loves collecting eyeshadows. I have an addiction I might need help for. I think I got the desired effect. Nope, gotta go in with a little bit more. Not quite there yet. I love the fact that this black doesn't look super gray on me once I get it to where I want it. And if I want it to look gray, I just apply it really lightly with this blender brush. If you use like a regular eyeshadow brush, you can pack it on really thick and make it super dark black. But I prefer the method that I'm going to use next to achieve that versus sitting there, you know, packing it on super thick with eyeshadow. I find that the technique that I'm about to show you works really well because the eyeshadow really sticks. So you'll see in a moment what I have planned. I'm just about done blending up these eyes and getting them about the same. Yeah, I think I'm about done with that. Nope. Inner corner needs a little bit more. Good lord, blend, woman, blend! Let's get this done. Alright. Now we're gonna go in with the good shit, right? Nope, we're still blending. Oy vey. Here we go. This is my trick. Jeffree Star's Weirdo. I don't know if you know, but if you want super black eyes, this is how you get them. So I apply this all over the lid. I want to make sure that I get it covered pretty well. And now the next step is pretty important, because if you don't blend it in with your finger like I'm doing right now, it's gonna be just way too much product for starters, and it ain't a good look. We're finally getting there. Don't worry guys, I know this is a bit dark and you're probably like, what is this girl doing? But just give me a second. I promise that in the end you're gonna like how it looks. I found this trick works really well at making eyeshadows stick. It almost primes the eye a bit. It's definitely a good black base if you ever wanted to use one. I like to smoke the eye out first. Helps it all to blend out better. I also use this as an eyeliner. And even though I know I shouldn't, I use it in my waterline. It works really well. It doesn't go nowhere. I know you're probably thinking this girl is crazy, but if you try it, you'll see for yourself. Ain't no eyeliner as black as the Jeffree Star Weirdo is in your waterline. It stays super black. You'll see in a minute. I do put it on, but I put it on off camera. I'm going back into the shade Bulletproof because my eyes aren't black enough yet. I know you're thinking, yeah, this girl's nuts. But I also don't want my eye to be sticky either. So in a way, I'm kind of setting this with the eyeshadow. Now tell me, have you ever seen anything so black in your life? This is super black. I love it. Let me smoke this shit out. Right now I'm just fanning it out into the secondary color that we started off with. That way it all blends together really nicely. Going back in with that first shade again. Kind of help it blend in a little better. Dang, messages out the butt. I'm trying to do a voiceover here. What the heck? It's my fault. Should have done this in the morning, but I wanted to get this video done. Sometimes it helps to go back into the transition shade when you're trying to create a smoky eye, just to help blend it out a little bit more. I know this is kind of looking a little heavy right now, but I promise you, in the end, it's going to look bomb AF. You want to do like a windshield wiper type of motion. This will help fan it out really good. So I just want to use this shade to help blend out the black a little bit. Make sure it's all blended well, there ain't no harsh lines or anything. I'm using a circular motion. This helps it to blend in better. Give you more of a seamless look. I like to clean my brushes between use. This just helps me to apply it better. I'm using the blender brush to fan this out now. Before I was using a detailer brush, I don't know if you noticed. It's a bit smaller. I find going back and forth with your blender brush and your eyeshadow brush will help you achieve the effects that you're trying to get. I like to use the eyeshadow brush to apply the product and then use the blender brush to fan it all out really well. Now I just want to do the same to the other eye so that they both match up really nicely. As you see, I'm using the smaller brush now to apply the product. As you can see, I'm generously applying the product. Sometimes you just gotta have patience, especially when you're trying to create a smoky eye. I know smoky eyes can be really difficult for some of y'all. I definitely struggled when I started out, but having good brushes definitely helps with that. I'm just not quite getting this eye to work for me. It seems like it just wants to be a bitch. I know you've been there before. I think we've all been there before. So it's a battle over here, and I intend to win it. Now we're going in with one of my favorites, D Alchemist Palette. You will not find a more bomb palette than this one. It is originally meant for highlight, but let's be honest, you can use it any way you damn well feel like. Right now I'm going to apply this on the first color and a little bit higher as to, you know, help create the ombre effect that I'm trying to achieve. It also blends in the shadows better so that they're more seamless and there's no harsh lines. God, I feel like a broken record. I do believe I already said that. Let me speed this up because this is a process. Especially when you're trying to have it as bold as I would like it to be. Applying any of the Alchemist shades over black or as a transition between black and a lighter shade, it really does just pop. Like, the holographicness of these shadows, and they are really pigmented by the way, is just amazing. If you want them to be more dramatic, just apply wet fix or setting spray on your brush before you dip into your product. Going in with the Sugarpill once again. This time we're going to use the shade Tako or Tako. I'm really not sure how they pronounce that. It's spelled T-A-K-O. Sounds like taco to me. I definitely don't think they want it to be pronounced like a taco, but you know, I don't freaking know. I love this shade though. It is a really nice matte white. However, I do prefer the white in the Pastel Goth palette. I probably should have used that today, but I had already had out the Sugarpill palette, and there's not too great of a difference except for the Pastel's white is way more bold and pigmented. Nothing against Sugarpill, I love you, but Kat Von D B2 on that white matte, big time. Going in with the Stila, we're going to apply this all over the lid. It's called Molting Midnight, I believe. Super pretty, almost like a pewter color. It's very glittery, so you're about to be wowed. I definitely was when I first swatched this in Sephora. I love this shade. But then again, I love all the glitter and glow eyeshadows. They're absolutely awesome for creating a cut crease. Today, I don't really need to work at that because the stickers are going to do the trick for me when I remove them. Creating a nice negative space, which you'll see in a few moments. I definitely love this eyeshadow. This liquid eyeshadow is completely bomb. I did find that it looks a lot better over a really dark base. Going in with Limecrime's Diamond Crusher's Trip, and I just want to put this on the inner corner to complement the Alchemist palette color that I used up on my upper brow area. Well, just basically help it all go together really well. I love these diamond crushers. But then again, I love anything that's super glittery. Time for the removal of the stickers. This is where the magic comes in, ladies. I love this idea. I'm a freaking genius. It definitely makes it so much easier. And let's be honest, negative space designs look freaking awesome. I especially like those negative space hearts that they've been doing lately. I've been thinking about doing something like that with star stickers. I think that would come out really nice. If I do, I'll definitely do a tutorial on it. Now I'm going in with a white pencil by L.A.Colors called Seashells, and my detailer brush by Tom Ford. I do believe it's number 15. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm more or less just going to brush the white onto the tip of the brush on both sides, back and forth till I get it well saturated. And I'm going to line up the negative space just a little bit. This helps clean up any imperfections that the stickers may have created, which I really didn't have too much of imperfections. I more or less just wanted to make it a little more bold, stand out against that black. Gonna do the same on the other side. I like to call this carving out the eye. You don't really need to put a lot of this product on there. You want it to be kind of light. You don't want it to be super white. You do still want it to have the negative space appearance. We only want to make it a little bit bolder. Now it's time for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Stuff is totally bomb. I love this concealer. Now as you see, I'm applying it on my cheek and by my nose where I have redness and under eye circles. And from there, I'm going to blend it all over my face. I do not use foundation. I find I don't really need it. I basically just use the concealer to mask any imperfections and, you know, blend it out all over my face just so that it's even and I'm not like white spot here, white spot there, you know. It's all pretty much the same. You definitely want to focus mostly on your under eyes with this product. Its sole purpose is meant for concealing under eye circles, redness, pimples. Going in with the Chanel pressed powder. This is one of my favorites. I live by it, I swear by it. It's the only powder I use. Definitely does not age you like some powders do. I hate that. I don't spend that much money on all my makeup just to have it, you know, look terrible or cakey. Going in with Anastasia Brow Gel. That was my Chanel brush. Number 12 eyeliner brush by Chanel. Awesome brush. I think I paid $29 for it. I know it's a little bit pricey, but it was worth its weight in gold. I've been using it for 5 years now, and it's held up all that time. I mean, and I get precisely what I want when I'm doing my eyebrows. I get the precision that I want, and you just can't beat it. It's very durable, very good detailing brush. Please don't knock me for my thin eyebrows. I can't really do those big Instagram eyebrows like some of y'all do. Not that I dislike them, I think they're beautiful, but I don't think that they really fit my face. Maybe I'm just too used to my thin eyebrows, and Lord knows I hate change. So I got my eyebrows just about situated. Now I'm just more or less making sure that they're equal in darkness. Don't want to have one darker than the other. That would look a little weird. I wasn't super thrilled with them, but they'll do. Right now I am getting out my L.A.Colors liquid eyeliner so I can line up my eyes. You're probably thinking this is an unnecessary step considering how dark my lids are. It ain't gonna show up. But believe it or not, up against the glitter, it stands out a lot. More so in person than I believe it did in film. In the pictures at the end of the video, you'll definitely see what I mean. That it was definitely not unnecessary. gave quite a lot of definition to the eye. Like I said, I don't think it really showed up too much on the video, but in the pictures you'll see what I mean. Yay! Time for some color. Oop. I dropped it. See? It was pretty. Till we dropped the lid on the floor. We're going with this one. I think it's this one. Not sure. Nope, not that one. Aha! Yes, this is the one. This is the Chateau Grand. I can't even remember it. I'll put it in the details. We're gonna use the bronzer from this gift set. Grand Chateau. Lord almighty, I can't remember what it's called right now. Alright, so now I'm going to go in and contour my face with this bronzer. I love the bronzers. They give me just the effect that I want. They got a little shimmer to them. They're not super shimmery at all. They're almost matte. I would like to try mattes. I know I said it before in my last tutorial, but I am dying to try the Anastasia. Either the contour kits or the glow kits, or both. Whatever I can afford. And Lord knows my makeup addiction, I cannot afford it. But who can? I mean, Lord, everything is so expensive. When you want quality, I guess you pay for it. We're going in with this little green palette. And I'm going to use the blush, which is almost like a bronzy color. A deep peach, maybe? I'm not sure. But I felt that it went well with this look. Let me get it up on my forehead, minimize that bitch. And we'll go back with the Alchemist palette for the highlight. This time, I want to use two shades. This one and this one together. This shit's about to be bomb, y'all. I love how pretty these are as a highlight. Like, I've seen a lot of complaints about this palette, about it not being, like shiny enough. If you want a shinier highlight with it, good lord, just use like Wet Fix, or a setting spray on your brush before you apply it, because like this palette is life. If you don't know, then you just don't know how to use your products. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't even use Wet Fix, and this showed up so beautifully, but that was because of the shade that I put under it, the blush and the bronzer. It just really makes that color pop. Oops, I put a little too much on my lips. Gotta get my nose. We're just about done, you guys. As you can see, I have the eyeliner in my waterline now. I've applied lashes, both of which I did off camera. I know I'm terrible. If you guys want a tutorial on how to do eyelashes or anything, just let me know down in the comments. I'd be happy to help you guys out. Lord knows I struggled when I first started out doing my eyelashes. It was not easy. I was actually kind of scared at first. And I think a lot of you ladies, you know what I mean by that. Like, you just, I don't know why, but like, you fear it, which is stupid, because once you do it a few times, you get the hang of it. It's a piece of cake. Going on with Jeffree Stars, Pussy Whipped. I didn't stutter. It is a really pretty shade. A lot of people knock Jeffree Star's metallic shades, saying that they're difficult to work with. Well, as you can see, I have no problem with them. I only dipped once and I covered my whole mouth once again. I think some people just don't know how to apply lipstick. Lord knows I struggled with it too in the beginning. Liquid lipsticks can be a bitch. But once you get the hang of it and you know where you want your lipstick, like how to map it out on your mouth, like, you're fine. You just gotta practice a little bit. You know, like I always tell my friends, pretend you're a little girl doing your makeup. And just remind yourself, it's only makeup. You know? You don't like the way it looks? Wash it the fuck off. Start over. It's really not that deep. If you're not having fun doing your makeup, it's not gonna come out too pretty. And I love doing my makeup, so it always comes out pretty nice. Bet you thought I was gonna wear that color alone. Well, you were wrong. I'm going back in with the Alchemist palette. I'm using the lavender shade. It's the one in the middle, I believe. I'll show you in a moment. I really love the way this looked over the Pussy Whipped color. I think that it really complemented the look. I was wanting something nude, but I didn't want something that would wash me out. I'm very pale, and a lot of your nudes just don't work for me. Here's the shade that I used. Really pretty purple shade, which in person is even more pretty. You actually can see the purple sheen. Hey guys, so this is the final look. So are you feeling goth? Or are you feeling pastel, pretty, and pink? Which one? Let me know down in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you'd like to see more.